Okay, this is going to be a short video, and it's a tip for increasing your oil pressure. Before you do anything, don't freak out yet. Double check this first. Always check underneath the engine, see if anything's leaking. On the side here, especially for this engine, there's a breather hole, a pressurized breather hole in there in case something happened. It actually pushed out the access oil there. And then there is two important things that I have learned. Okay, one, the oil gas cover. There is a seal here. There's a gasket sealed here, the O-ring. That is very important, and that has to be very tight. If they made a lip here that actually sits on it and makes it a seal, it won't be 100% sealed, but it's a lot better than having nothing at all. And then same thing with the dipstick here. And if you notice, they too have a gasket right there. What I did was I add another gasket inside there. You notice, look in the center of that. See that? I add another one there just to secure that. And I also did the same thing here. I put another gasket here. I couldn't find this gasket in my regular O-rings, so I know they exist. I just have to go to the store and buy them. But I put that on top of here to make it more secure, because once you push that in, it'll be loosened. So now it's actually secured. I also use silicone spray. Don't use anything else see how it says use on rubber. Okay. Anyway, this won't harm it, and this is what I did to it. And see the gunk in there, all the carbon and stuff. Also, you can use its own oil and lube this section here after you're cleaning. Lube that, or you can get your own oil and do it and lube that. That way it will slide in and easy out for you, and it also make a better seal. So that's another important notice. So that's the important thing. And oh, and also forgot, check your oil pump down here to make sure there's no leakage or anything. That's another thing too. And then coolant, check here and down there, see if there's any leakage in there. If there is, like a little drip or wet, follow the line and go into the oil pump itself and see if there's any leakage. If there is, you will lose a little compression, but if you lose a lot compression, then that's something else. But double check all your lines before you go and spend money, before you freak out, before you start to worry, blah blah blah. Try that first, because I did lose compression, and that's what I checked. And also to add extra oil, what I did was I add extra oil into the engine to flood it, to see if the compression would kick up, and it did. Also too, thicker oil, older engine use thicker oil. So whatever's the specification for your car, like 530, 10, 40, whatever the weight of your car, add one that is a little higher. So let's say your car requires 4 quarts. Use 3 regular and then 1 higher. That way it would it'll be a better compression for you. It's a little thicker. In the summer, when you change your oil, if you change summer and winter, if you change your oil in the summer, use thicker oil. You can actually do all 4 quarts of those thick oil. But in the winter, you can go thinner if you want, because in the winter would be just like that. So on the truck, on our truck, because it's a workload truck, that's what we do. We do actually twice a year. We spend the money on oil. oil is a lot less expensive than taking this head apart or the rods or damaging to the rod or whatever it is. So $15 worth of oil is not, it's a lot better than spending the money on that. So in reality, our truck, we spend $30 in just for oil each year. We change it. We don't care if it's winter or summer or mileage or whatever. We make sure to change it twice a year. That's it. It doesn't matter if we run 3,000, 4,000. We just changed it. That's it. But that would might be suggestion to you. But the important to know that like I said, is that check these two right here, because sometimes if you left that open or if it's not sealed tight, you will lose a little compression on that. Although it is not much, but it does makes a difference. So make sure to check those two areas. Other than your obvious, like I mentioned earlier, like your lines, your pump, your whatever. Follow the leakage. If you have it, then you will know. But as far as I know, these are the two areas that is important to you. And make that as a note when you're changing your oil. Inspect those two. Make that as your change oil inspection, I guess you would say. But other than that, that's about it.